entertainer, author, motivational speaker.
The issue of gun violence isn't going away because there are
every weeknight, 9:30-ish p.m. We go crazy. In fact, we going nuts right now. Hit it, Shay. Come on, a little bit more. Yeah. It's cold out here, y'all. And I'm telling you one thing. It's amazing. How come they don't know? No one's life is the Cosby Show. Killer cops is nothing new to melanated people, bro. Not in the America that locks us up for mega busting, legalized prostitution so the mob can get their cut. CIA agents bringing dope in from the south and spread it through the hood so we can take each other out. The sadness in the hood isn't just some recent shit. It's the same thing that you can see on the slave ship. Trauma passed through generations lead to a peculiar life. Can't believe in freedom, even if one of your parents white. I'ma do it right, cause I'm conscious and I know the way. I got roots in Africa. Pittsburgh was my birthing place. International businessman from inmate 15208. African Messiah, dog. Someone had to save the day. All you want is metaphors about the club and freaking horse. Stacking up your pay, flashy cars, and them foreign tours. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. It starts out with Congress, yeah. Then the folks who scheme and plot. Once they pass the laws, it's on you and I to know what's up. And since we don't, that's how come the jails are jam-packed with us. I got my fist raised. And unity is in my heart. No matter who you are, come and live your truth. That's how it starts. Yeah. That's how it starts. Go get them. Go, 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 go. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. All you want is metaphors. International businessman. Can't believe in freedom. Pleasure to meet each and every one of you. Taibu Muad'Dib and Shay. This is Live Your Truth. Pull up a chair. Get your popcorn ready. Let's make it happen together. We appreciate you for joining us. Tap in. Yes. Hello. Finally, Spectrum was trying to do me, y'all. They ain't want me to jump in here. It's Taibu Muad'Dib, the host with the most. You already know I'm getting down. Tonight, we're going to talk about tips for managing chaos. If your life is chaotic, I'm telling you right now, you want to watch this show. Now, I have to make sure that everybody that wants to promote their business on my show, I got the ticker tape. It'll scroll the whole time. But tonight, this podcast is being brought to you courtesy of the First Step Coaching Academy over there on Facebook, First Step Coaching. Look, can't make this up. Everybody wants to jump in here. They want to know what's going on. I don't mind. What I do want to do is toast to the Muad'Dib Global family. Globally, we are going to establish ourselves. All right, let's go. I hope personally that each of you get out your notebook. That's why I always have my notebook out, y'all. Get your notebook out. Take these things down. Yeah, I'm gonna go through my pages and we're gonna talk about what you've missed. Sleep deprivation. We're gonna talk about just all manner of sorts of things that I've been talking about on this show, just to make sure you guys know the value of what you get when I am your coach. It's the strangest phenomena, you know what I mean? Just to know that people who want help and need help the most can't afford it. They don't make time for it. it's like, how do you expect things to change? Okay, so that's why tonight I'm intentionally going to talk about how to manage the chaos in your life. Before I go to a screen share, I want to appreciate all of you for keeping the podcast going. Many of you didn't know this, but I started my podcast originally to bring attention to my coaching. I've been coaching that long because I've been podcasting for about 2 years now. So I've been coaching for that long. And I wanted you guys kind of all to know, like, okay, this is what I get when I speak to this guy, when he's coaching me. This is what I get, consistency, foundational strategies, right? So that's what it comes down to. And again, I'm trying to teach you guys how to go get the knowledge and how to do your own research. That's why I Google stuff. People have made fun of me on my show. We don't trust Google. Why are you Googling things? I'm telling you right now, other people are going through what you're going through. So thanks to AI, with enough attention put on that subject, we're getting just all the thought that we can towards that thing. And we're coming out with the best possible solutions. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and email this to myself so I can put up there for the screen share. I'm coming up on my 48th year of living. And so what that means is I get to do another giveaway. When I did my motivational speaking event, I did a giveaway and it ended up being an international winner, right? So, okay, get them paid. The main thing is the plain thing here, people. And what that is it's just telling you right now how major my platform is and has always been. Putting plans in place to reach out to my African viewers, my viewers in the BK, and out there in Poland and Germany. At least those 3 spots. It might be being viewed more places, but I got connections. So what I'm saying to you is I'm going to be wealthy in the DFW area from people who view and sow into my podcast and support my podcast abroad. But that's what I'm telling you guys. Build you a platform. Someone's going to be filling you. Give them some value. Someone's going to buy in. There's enough people online mathematically for us all to be wealthy. I need my people to get with that because the majority of my people here start out behind enemy lines. All right. So just want to make sure that you guys know what's going on. In the whole deal, right? So we can make mistakes when things happen. All right. And if you think about your response, because that's when you have control. That's when you have control. This is how you build it out. I don't want to use my friends and family for podcast material, but I kind of got it because that's all the people that I know. So I got to give you guys secret hidden names like Jared, or you know what I'm saying? I got to give you guys secret hidden names like Felicia, or I have to do these things. But I want to give you guys prime examples of individuals I've tried to coach. I'm in their lives and they don't listen and things end up being the way I told them they were going to be. So I had a really good friend and I was trying to coach and I was trying to say, hey, look, you got young people in your life. You have influence over them. Structure things out. Make sure that on a regular basis, at least once a week, you sit down and hear them out and talk to them about what they're going through. This is important. Listen to me, people. This is important. Talk to them about what they're going through, right? Oops, 27. And that way, you'll have a better connection with them. You'll be able to read their body language. You can see if your child or if a group of kids that you're coaching or mentoring, you can see when if you know them, if you haven't just met them yesterday, right? You're not a substitute teacher. You know your children. You know your young people in your life. You can tell when they're keeping things from you. And then you don't have to bring it out in public or in a group setting. Ease up on them later. Like, hey, I noticed that you're holding back a little bit. Talk to me, open up to me. There's ways to do this, but once a week, you want to do that heat check because our young people are beside with information. Lots good, lots terrible. And because they're young, they're going to gravitate towards the flesh. You did it when you was young. They just have access to more negativity. Also, when I was young, we knew of rich people. We saw some of how rich people lived on TV as it began to build and become a bigger and bigger deal. When I grew up, TVs had backs on them. They had stuff back there, right? I'm telling you right now, young people these days have access to way more rich people and seeing riches, and that causes them to be depressed. You didn't know how poor you were when you were growing up in my time because everybody around you probably was poor, right? So y'all was just having fun and making do with what you had. Our young people these days not only see riches and have access to people who are rich and making money, but it makes their desire, they can turn that desire inward. Like, man, I tried a platform for a couple of months and it didn't blow up. Or, this is what I'm going to do with my life. I'm going to be a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? So they because they see so much more people getting money and getting wealth, they're telling themselves that they can do it too without adding any skill set. In their mind, they don't have to graduate high school, even complete class, right? I don't have to do what my mom or dad tells me to do. I can be a youth. This person right here is not listening to nobody. They're just going online. They're going live. They got thousands of followers. I can do that. I'm telling you. So I coached this person. I said, you have access to young people and you're an influencer in their lives. This is what you should do. This person didn't listen to me, blew it off. It might have sounded like I was hating on the situation. Like, you think you can do better? So a year later, the young people, they're not doing so well. Right. And so not only that, but, I was being, villainized for trying to insert my philosophy on how things should go into their lives. So my life was in danger simply because I was trying to help someone else help get these young people together. Right. My life is in danger now because I'm trying to help you young people out through this person that I care about, right? I'm telling you right now, everything I literally said was going to come to pass came to pass. And now what's the situation? Right? I still have to be this person's friend. I still have to be close to them. But now it's like I have to support them through their time of trial and tribulation and need, because now, more money needs to be spent, right? Things need to be done. All could have been avoided, all preventable. Why do I give you guys this story? Because many of you don't understand that coaching builds character. Coaching helps you change your mindset because it gives you new skill sets to use. Coaching helps you see different perspectives. That's why I believed in Coach Terrell Jones. in what he did for my life almost 3 years ago now. That's why going down and meeting them in Houston, was such a big deal for me. And I'm trying to tell all of you regular people, before I touch this first bag, and then I'm no longer accessible to you, you'll literally be watching these old podcasts, trying to get the juice, right? Then you'll all have notes and notebooks then, because I'm telling you what's real. Your life is going to become chaotic. How do you manage it? How do you respond? That's the only control you have. You don't have control over the chaos around you, but you have control on control about how you respond to it. Job, for all you Christians out there, Job had no control over what was happening to him, but he did control how he responded. And because his response found favor in God's eyes, he was given more than he had before. And people be like, well, Job started out rich. He was already blessed. Like he didn't work for all that. The Bible doesn't say God just gave Job everything that he had and then Satan wanted God to take it away. Job did the right things. He built things up the right kind of way. And so he had everything taken from him unjustly, unfairly. What are you saying, Ty? Taking control and asserting control out of chaos. When chaos happens, right? Many different forms of chaos in our lives. Can be involved in an active shooter event, very traumatizing. Sexual assault, harassment, or abuse, very traumatizing. Bullying, repeatedly, very traumatizing. Losing a job unexpectedly, very traumatizing. Chaos. Just giving you guys some tips and strategies. When chaos happens, how should you respond to it? All right. Tip number, before I even go to the screen share, because I'm a chaos manager. Tip number 1, take a tally. All right. Assess the damage. Before you fly off the handle, assess the damage of what you got. So take a tally, right? I'm writing this down for moment. Assess the damages. Okay? How severe was it? Because sometimes the fact that we teeter a little bit over the edge, it's like, oh my God, the world's coming to an end, but really nothing was affected. Right? Your boss cornered you in your office and his hand was getting ready to go up your skirt, but then somebody knocked on the door, he bagged it off. So if you go over what might have happened and could have happened and stuff like that, but really nothing did happen, to the extent that you weren't forcibly had to give it up, right? Sure, he creepily touched you, you know what I'm saying? But, that was minimal compared to the full Monty. So assess the damage, take a tally, okay, bam, and then compartmentalize it. Step 2, take that tally, assess the damage, and compartmentalize the different aspects of what just happened. Compartmentalize the differing aspects, right? Because, in a situation like bullying, you have to walk a different way home from school, or you need to walk with somebody to your next class, or maybe even a teacher if it's extreme. I'm saying compartmentalize it though. If it's happening just in the school grounds and not on the way home from school, which is when it happened to me most of the time when I was itty bitty tiny, right? But I'm just saying, Compartmentalize it. When does that situation end? When is the fear over? When you're at home, fearing the next day happening doesn't make any sense. Compartmentalize it. Put together a strategy for it. Once it's over, once you're past that situation, you have to enjoy that peace. And if you do this correctly, within that peace, the universe, God you'll get that strategy. It's gonna come to you, right? There's information out there. There's help out there for. I'm telling you right now, God does not give us more than we can handle. Take a tally, assess the damages, compartmentalize the different aspects. See, right? Put a new strategy in place. Of course, you're going to feel like you don't have control if you don't do something differently. Something happens at home, you can't tell who to believe, which child to believe. If your man touched your daughter, you don't know. Put the cameras in the house and don't tell nobody. Tell everybody here. It gives everybody some money. Go out and have a good time. Put the camera in the teddy bear. Put it somewhere. Put it in the ventilation system. Put it somewhere. Right? Make a strategy. Put a new strategy together. It's going to be what's going to be. It's part of compartmentalizing. Put a strategy together. Let it play. If you're being bullied, make sure that bully at some point is held accountable. Kids, adults. Make sure that bully is held accountable in some kind of way, fashion, or form. Right? Teach your kids how to use the voice record function. Bully comes up to him. Hold on one second, sir. Whoop. Voice record. All right. Well, what if the kid takes the kid's phone? Then you know he's being bullied. We can get some accountability then. Because bullies played a role too. What had happened was bullies played a role too. If you want assistance right now, if you like what I'm saying, go to county.com/coach. And I know this is working. Thank you, Cousin Byron, for helping me get this together. I know it's working. People are starting to go and book. I'll get off my show and I'll see y'all. I appreciate y'all. I can't wait to talk to y'all. All right. If you like what I'm saying, you've been letting certain cow situations take control of you. Go ahead, jump in there and get it together. All right. Okay. Let's go do some screen sharing. So when you Google certain things, let's look at some of the worst mistakes you can make when things go bad. All right. And I'm going to share the screen just so you guys can see. What are some of the mistakes that we can make when things go bad? We panic, you're in a fire, instead of stop, dropping, and rolling, you're running around like a chicken with a head cut off, smoke inhalation. Now you are dead. You might have made it, right? So you can look at what it says here, lessons learned from biggest mistakes, right? So what are some of the biggest mistakes people make in, common mistakes. Okay, let's look at this lifestyle episode, all right? Look at this lifestyle. Common mistakes. Quitting college and using money to buy a car, right? 2 huge mistakes in one day. There are 2 types of mistakes. Ones that eventually make you a better person and ones that make you a worse person. Afraid to break out of the box, afraid to explore. Okay. All right. Only 2 types of mistakes, people. Y'all hear that? Ones that make you better. Excellent. 2. Ones that make you a worse person. Right? Afraid to break out of the box, afraid to explore, to be an artist and to take risks, and to surrender to what isn't under your control. Here goes that word control again. Some mistakes are out of your control. Some mistakes you make because you listen too much to others. Okay? Having them and complaining about them and blaming others and not learning from them is the worst mistake a young person can make. I like this. I like it a lot. Y'all go back and read the article. That's really, really good. Okay. It's really, really good. What do you do when you make a terrible mistake? Right? And you guys are probably like, what does this have to do with building wealth? Man, everything. Everything. How can you build wealth if you don't learn from your mistakes and how you spend your money, how you save your money, how you invest your money, what you spend your money on, who you spend your money with? How can you build wealth if you don't realize the mistake of something small? Like I learned, when you're in certain situations, never turn down a drink. When you're around power players and they ask you want something to drink, you always say yes. Just gave y'all a nugget. When you're around real bosses, if they offer you something, accept it. Because in a small way, that person is going to impart knowledge to you at some point. And so if you turn down a bottle of water, a cup of tea, coffee, even if you don't drink it or not thirsty, accept it. Because it sends a message that you're a receiver, that you're smart enough and wise enough to eat up whatever this person is willing to offer you. Because they're up there, down here. Have to learn these things, people, with small nuances. So yeah, this is definitely about building wealth. We are wealth builders. What do you do when you make a terrible mistake? You are not your mistake. Aha, compartmentalize it, tally it up. When you make a mistake, keep in mind that it doesn't define who you are as a person. Own it, recognize it, find the fix, and give it a crack. Talk it out. Don't dwell on it. Don't dwell on it, right? So that's just really a big deal, right? That's really a big deal. You have to know how to deal with making a mistake. Don't let it make you a bad person, right? 15 common mistakes. Let's talk about it. What are 15 common mistakes? All right. You can look back and see how to correct some things. You know the deal. Advertising pop-ups. You know the deal. It is what it is, right? Let's go. 15 common mistakes. Let's go. Losing sight of what makes you happy. Ooh. 15 common ones. How many of you guys agree with that one? Losing sight of what makes you happy. That might not be number one on your list, but that definitely sounds important. How to fix it? Go shut yourself up in a clutter-free, distraction-free room with a pen and paper. Think about all the things that you did when you were a child, relive it, a teenager, before you had responsibilities that brought you out of, different situations. Write them down. You're 17 times more likely to do something. Write it down. Number 2, giving power to fear. Giving it power. Fear, which was once an appropriate reaction to real and present danger, is now the reaction to any imagined negative outcome. Ooh. Fear was once real / present. Now it's imagined. Ooh, that's a biggie. We fear failure, we fear success, we fear this, that, blah, blah, blah. It overtakes us. How to fix it? Compartmentalize it. Because telling you, breaking down and study all the different parts. It's saying take a tally. What are you going to lose by doing this? You know what I'm saying? What's going to still be there? Oh, this was a big one for me. Believing you are right. This kept me living life of a jailbird, not taking good advice, not pointing a thumb, believing that I was right. A lot of y'all are going to get something out of that. I'm going to stop sharing right there. Do your research, people. What do you do when chaos happens? Don't make these mistakes. All right? Don't make these mistakes. The podcast is boring. He's not talking about nothing. All right? But I'm telling you right now, you can get free from some stuff and put your energy towards things that's going to help you live that happy life. Live that blessed life. Live that life of power, that life that you want to live. That's the way to go about doing it. Really happy to have you guys here, man. Going to continue this right over here. 0727. Getting to the end of July. Big birthday stuff coming up, man. Make sure y'all go into the comment section. Go to the First Step Coaching page. Download the EFC workbook now. All right. After you get done talking about mistakes, let's talk about how to manage the chaos. All right. So, these are 10 things that make your life less chaotic and busy. Organized wizard. You can plan your life, let the unimportant things go, learn to say no to people. Huge. Ask for help from others. Stop trying to do everything on you. I can't stand them people. I got it. Stand them people. Declutter personal space and make time for hobbies. Then you set goals that are realistic. All right. How do I organize my chaotic life? Let's go. Uh-oh. Taibu was right. I wonder how many of y'all gonna look at this, man, and go back and look at this and start pull your notebooks out. You know, right? Take screenshots and all that. Build better routines, right? Get a mission statement going, set goals. You need coaching. You need coaching. Type, how can you coach us? I feel like I got the stronger argument, because I'm living it out. I'm uniquely positioned for my first 7 figures imminently. Like, stay in position, 1 or 2 moves, man, the right conversation. It took hard work to put myself in this position. Eliminate stress. Y'all, like, how can that happen? Google it. Find out. Manage your time. Manage your time. And I could keep going on. Let me see how to deal with chaotic situations. Let's go. Let's get that out, because that's what it comes down to. Now, I gave you guys my own 8 ways to stay calm. They say maintain your routine. Maintain. Go back. I hope you took notes. If you took notes, what did I say? What were my tips? Assess the damages. Don't do nothing. It's saying the same thing. I ain't even, y'all like, he already read that. No, I didn't. No, I did. Take a break. Don't try to deal with it all wound up. Slow down and breathe. Excellent. Identify and manage your stress points, right? What triggers you? What are your stress points? Why was it bothering you? Call for time out. Keep perspective and control what you can. Woo! Control what you can, Lord. Smile. Wow. Can't make this up. Typing with D, man. I didn't share it with you guys. I read it off to you. I'm going to go ahead and screen share it just so you guys can write it down, take a screenshot yourself. How to manage the chaos. Let's go. You see it. Get it down. Get it done. As I near the end of the podcast, I want to thank you guys, and I want to talk to you a little bit. You can totally do it. Look, dude, sis, you can totally do it. I don't care how many kids you have and he left. I don't care how many times she put you in jail. I don't care about the fact that you will have certain situations that keep you from having certain employment. I don't care about the fact that your boss unfairly treats women better than men at the job or vice versa. I don't care if the assistant manager is the manager's cousin and they're just hiding it, but you found out. That's why nobody can get that spot and somebody's never open for competition. I don't care. Because you can totally overcome that. Don't be immature in your thinking. Don't think that a minor, small investment is going to yield plentiful fruit. Go back and look at my podcast, Crooks and Cloth. Look at Crooks and Cloth. Don't be immature and believe that you can put a little bit into something and get a lot out. That's not the way it works. And last but not least, what are you doing to love yourself? Y'all was like, wow, where'd that come from? It's Tyron with D, man. I live the way that I do because I love myself. It's the best way to live. Love yourself. Trust me. It's attractive. All right, let me get you guys in here with let's get y'all back in here. I know that I want to be better at coaching and motivating. So I'm going to do it. 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 Whatever that you want to be better at, do it. All right. I had a great day, man, at the job, building this business and this company and this franchise, this organization, this movement. It's very special to me. I almost kind of want to get nostalgic, get all teary-eyed and stuff. But I won't. I'll save it. My big day's coming up. If you don't wake up and have a playlist on YouTube that gets you going, that makes you smile, if there's not a smile in your heart, automatically qualify for the First Step Coaching Academy and program. Follow us on Facebook at First Step Coaching. Inbox me, DM me, or jump in the comment section. I will reach out to you. We'll get it right. Download the EFC workbook. If you want assistance right now, go to calendly.com/Coach Taibu. This podcast is being brought to you courtesy of the First Step Coaching Academy. All right. Let me go ahead and get y'all that. Put y'all in that lane. Love it. Oh. What did I do? Yeah, I messed it up. Definitely messed it up. And that's the show. Thank y'all so much, man, for joining. Good evening, everyone. You know what it is. You know where to find me. Taibu Muad'Dib, host, podcast entertainer, author, motivational speaker, foundation. People you want to be in life, take the first step. Every weeknight, 9:30-ish p.m. We go crazy. In fact, we going nuts right now. Hit it, Shay. Come on, a little bit more. Yeah. It's cold out here, y'all. And I'm telling you one thing. It's amazing. How come they don't know? No one's life is the Cosby Show. Killer cops is nothing new to melanated people, bro. Not in the America that locks us up for mega busting, legalized prostitution so the mob can get their cut. CIA agents bringing dope in from the south and spread it through the hood so we can take each other out. The sadness in the hood isn't just some recent shit. It's the same thing that you can see on the slave ship. Trauma passed through generations lead to a peculiar life. Can't believe in freedom, even if one of your parents white. I'ma do it right, cause I'm conscious and I know the way. I got roots in Africa. Pittsburgh was my birthplace. International businessman from inmate 15208. African Messiah, dog. Someone had to save the day. All you want is metaphors about the club and freaking horse. Stacking up your paper, flashy cars, and them foreign tours. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. It starts out with Congress, yeah. Them the folks who scheme and plot. Once they pass the laws, it's on you and I to know what's up. And since we don't, that's how come the jails are jam-packed with us. I got my fist raised. And unity is in my heart. No matter who you are, come and live your truth. That's how it starts. Yeah. That's how it starts. Go get them. Go, 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 go. Don't you know it's war? They coming after you with all they got. All you want is metaphors. International businessman. Can't believe in freedom. That they still don't know. Pleasure to meet each and every one of you. Taibu Muad'Dib and Shay. This is Live Your Truth. Pull up a chair. Get your popcorn ready. Let's make it happen together. We appreciate you for joining us. Tap in.